an old man.
Woo! Oh my goodness, look at the birds.
Wow.
It's a mating thing, I think.
Last time you joined us on one of the most unusual islands. That's because it's actually split up into two countries, Saint-Martin and Sint-Maarten. One is French, while the other is Dutch. We'd already crossed the lagoon by dinghy, and now it was time to conquer France.
Going about.
Beautiful.
Sing, you're a legend. You were on this girly grip, but I think it's officially dead now. We're going to call it Limpy. Limpy the girly pod.
Oh, I did so well. He started off with 3 legs and then one just fell off. And he hobbled along with 2.
He did well for...
2 months.
Go on, Limpy.
The corner past the airport, and like there's this really weird, really distinct change in colour. So I think we must just be on top of a massive sandy patch, but it's kind of disturbing. We're still at 5 meters, so it should be fine. The swell has picked up massively, but it just looks really surreal to see such a sharp line, and it goes from dark blue to this really bright turquoise. It's so turquoise, it's almost like it's glowing over there. I feel like we're in a Disney movie and like a sea creature is going to come out and grant us 3 wishes or something. Wouldn't that be amazing? It's ridiculous. So now that we've come around the corner, the swell is really strange. It's picking up a little bit. Most of the time we just have sets of waves coming in off our port bow, and then every so often one massive one comes in behind us and kind of overtakes us and all the waves that are coming at us as well. So as they swap over, if we're on top of it, we kind of fall off it sideways, and inevitably I get splashed. Drop the mainsail and shove the engines on. We're almost there. Just before we arrive, I need to go forward and try and attach this bridle extension. So after our last one chafed through on our crossing, I have just spliced together my first attempt at splicing. I've also put a chafe guard on one end so that it just has a little bit more protection from our anchor until we find out a proper solution. So I'm going to try and pull the whole bridle up onto the trampolines, disconnect the old one, put this new extension on, and then when we drop anchor, we will really get the test and see if it works. It's not the neatest, but as long as it's functional, then I don't mind. You're not going to see it most of the time anyway. Now I need to go and test it. Dropping. Okay, putting the bridle on. Here's the real test. So we're going to reverse on it, and hopefully the whole thing doesn't snap. I'm happy with that. Oh, so that's us all done. We made it to France. Today is Ian's birthday, so we're going to jump in the dinghy and head to shore and go and explore what the French side of St. Martin has to offer. First up, we're going to go up to the fort at the top of this hill, which I think is going to give us a really cool view of the bay back down here. So let's go.
You're like an old man.
You are, you're so old. Time to retire. So we've come into Marigot. I don't know if that's the capital of... Woo! Oh my goodness, look at the birds!
Wow.
So as I was saying, we've come into Marigot on the French side. So we're just going to wander through the town, see what's here, and then try and find a little path up to the fort at the top here. It's like an interactive information board. It's amazing, it's so real.
Please make your way to the fort.
That's really cool.
So you can actually work out where we're traveling. So when we've gone from the Dutch side to the French side, we were actually out here by the bridge, the Causeway Bridge, and then we worked our way all the way around the outside of the island because all of this is lagoon. And I actually forget how long the lagoon actually is. So then it goes all the way around past the airport, around this big headland, and then we came all the way back up, we kind of did a few packs, and then brought ourselves into this incredibly green-blue coloured water in this bay here. We're right there. There's Indy. It's kind of weird when you realise that the villa's right there, and yet we're not allowed to go.
I mean, we could do it, just have to pay a lot.
Pay an awful lot. Right? So something we haven't really explained yet, but a lot of the islands in the Caribbean during COVID stuff, COVID times, is that what we're saying now? Have been doing kind of strange lockdown routines where some require like 4 PCR tests, COVID tests, to be able to get in, and you're paying for all of those, so it gets really expensive really fast. Others insist on you doing quarantine where you pay by the hour for monitoring, and most of the kind of British associated islands have been really strict on the lockdown and just basically don't want people turning up. So even though it's like an hour to get there maybe by boat, we're basically not allowed in unless we have a lot of money in our pocket, which we don't. It's really strange. This is where Khaleesi actually met the dragons the first time.
Oh, is that what these like burned?
That's why it's exactly. That's why it's a scarred ground, which was later mistranslated as sacred ground. It's actually scarred ground from the fire of the 3 dragons that she obviously gave birth to, but then got hijacked and turned into cannonballs, and they sat as stash, ready to be used here, ammunitions if you like. Unfortunately, the dragons then hatched. The French didn't know what to do, and before they knew it, they had a fairly major fire on their hands. Thankfully, Khaleesi turned up. She had taken some Gaviscon and was able to put out all the fires very quickly with one breath.
I would pay for tours of historical places with you leading them.
And keep it going.
In fact, many years later, the fairly well-known comedian Eddie Izzard.
True story.
Steve touched us all.
We've all learned something today.
So I love it how they always seem to pick really beautiful views for these forts.
They do. Maybe it's nothing to do with actually like guarding anywhere. They just wanted a nice spot for a picnic.
Either way, that's the history lesson for the day. So what's
Let's go
next?
get ice cream.
Yes!
We're with our friends Craig and Zena, and we are going on a land excursion. We're adventuring today. We're going to try and find some monkeys, and then I'm going to really try and make sure that Iain doesn't steal one and bring it back to the boat. Okay, not your standard adventure, but we actually found this high ropes course here in the forest. But come on, who can resist a high ropes course? I get a really nice red mark in my
Kind of
forehead.
like phenomenal. And it's squint. These are the commitments we make. Exciting.
Yeah, what do you think we're going to see?
Trees.
It's wobbly.
Long day. Too close to make me walk.
No, thank you.
So what you're gonna do with the glove hand, you're gonna slide the glove hand down like this, and you're gonna squeeze when you reach the very end of the platform, okay?
Okay.
That doesn't mean crash into the tree.
I will do my best to try and crash into the
No,
tree.
don't do that.
Too late to finish.
And rock and roll.
No monkeys yet. But like dinosaur iguanas everywhere. Just.
Perfection.
Yeah.
I just can't stand up now.
Nicely done. We're all just saying like it'd be easier barefoot, you know?
We haven't worn shoes for 2 years.
They're peace friendly. That's a beast.
Do you think he can do the ropes course?
Here we go.
Whoa. He is a champ.
Where's he going?
Look at his little
It's just standing on the platform now.
thing.
Right.
Go on, go say hi. You come from a land of crocodiles.
That's as big as a crocodile.
Go on. He doesn't have any teeth. Probably. Maybe.
Do they have teeth?
I think
Do they
it's-
have teeth?
Yeah.
I think they just whip you though, don't they?
I don't know.
Hey, buddy.
Go on.
Puffing out his chin, though.
Yeah.
Sign of
Sign of
aggression.
aggression, yeah. It's a mating thing, I think.
Oh, hello.
Oh. Oh.
That's a boy.
There you go. Craig the Iguana Whisper. Please.
It looked so slow when you were doing it, so I was like, oh, you were probably just making it up. I don't need a break.
There it goes. That's Lottery Farm.
That was really cool.
That was quite fun, actually. Yeah, the high ropes was great fun. Some those iguanas all over the place. But they don't really care if you're around. Craig had like a staring match with the biggest one.
Yeah, they were like monster iguanas as well.
Actual dinosaurs. Fun day though. Thanks for your birthday.
Happy birthday.
The lens is okay. Action camera. You do something like history, you get to reward yourself with ice cream. So yeah, it's definitely time for
A sugar hit.
a sugar hit of refreshing icy delight.
Icy delight.
Icy delight. Icy delight. Icy delight.
I see delight. I see
delight. I see delight. I see delight.
I see delight.
They let us out. They actually do. When